Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and another amazing Monday here on Marketing with Russ. And my guest, Jennifer Glass, amazing repeat guest. You want to be ready for this and you need to share it out with your friends. So share it out now, tag your friends. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Tendy Tech, State Farm and Suzanne Bodlovic, Shortstop's Burger Steaks and Fries, and the Hounds of Business community. For more information on Tendy Tech and their cybersecurity services, go to tendytech.com. And for more information on State Farm and Suzanne Bodlovic and their insurance services, go to insurancewithsuzanne.com. And for more information on Shortstops, Hamburger Steaks and Fries, and their amazing food, go to southpawspizza.com. And finally, for the Hounds of Business community, more information on the community and make Asher banner, go to the Hounds of Business community and LinkedIn. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Hey, welcome everybody to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, here with my co-host. You got to smile this morning, nothing like Kermit to get your morning going. You know what? I am so excited today. It is Monday. And of course, if you watch the show, I love Mondays. So I am ready to roll and have an amazing friend and guest, Jennifer Glass, here today. Such an amazing person, and you're not going to want to miss it. So like I said to you earlier, make sure and share this out. Let people know right now that it's on, because it's Monday and people are busy. They're focused on their week and they forget. So tag your friends, let them know, hey, come on in, Jim. Come on, Bob. Come on, Julie. Here we go. Marketing with Russ with Jennifer. So please share and tag your friends today. It would be so great if you would do that. And I just want to thank you for being here. It is amazing, this audience, as it grows, and the amazing people that join us every week. So thankful for each one of you. Thankful that you are also helping me spread the word about Marketing with Russ. We talk about how amazing people connect. That's right. Amazing people like Jennifer Glass. And you know what? Connection and community building, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is the foundation of any good marketing plan, any good business. So really, honestly, any good life. So no matter what you're doing in life, connection and community building is going to help you to grow yourself in your business, right? And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So anyway, if you would connect with people here during the show, first of all, love for you to connect with Jennifer and I. Obviously, all that information will be in the show notes. Also, the people in the comments, you can connect and chat with each other and build relationships based on watching a show and seeing other people. I do it all the time. It's a great way to connect with people. So do that today. And of course, I love to connect. You can go to www.russedge.com. Russedge.com is the place for everything about me. You can find out about my inspirational speaking, my marketing coaching, my live streaming. You can even connect with me on just about any medium, and you can send me emails, my text, my phone. You can even schedule time directly on my calendar. I would love to Zoom with you and chat. So do that today. RussHedge.com/contact will take you directly there to my calendar page. Would love for you to do that. Also, YouTube page. Our YouTube page is growing, expanding. So I keep everything really simple. Like I told you, RussHedge.com is my website. That is so simple. It's my name. So you can remember that. The name of the show, Marketing with Russ.live, is how you get to my YouTube page. Just type in Marketing with Russ.live. You can open a tab right now. If you have not subscribed, subscribe today. There are going on thousands of amazing people that you want to connect with. Amazing, amazing people like Jennifer Glass. And so you're going to want to do that today. It's so much great information. And YouTube Shorts has our marketing tip of the day, which we'll do here shortly. And also, it has my amazing pets, my beagle and my kitty. So you can talk to Maddie and Maisie and find out that they're way more popular than I am. So yes, you're going to want to check that out for a little fun. Anyway, again, please share this, tag your friends. I'd love if you would do that. It's so amazing, all the people and the help that you give. Want to remind you how grateful I am. This show is listener supported and sponsor supported. Tandy Tech, Suzanne Baldwin, State Farm, Shortstops, Burger Shakes and Fries, and the Hounds of Business community. All amazing sponsors. You want to connect with them, do business with them, or at least share information with them, share life with them. And all their information is in the show notes and the comments. So you want to make sure and do that. Also, we're listener supported. So you can scan this QR code, you can go to the link, and I'm going to tell you an amazing opportunity right now. So every month we have sponsors, and you can get a sponsorship for one of our shows like today. And I would love for you to do that. So please communicate with me on that. But also, I have a New York sponsorship again this year. I'll be speaking and helping and producing at the Perspectives on Cancer conference. So those of you that have followed my cancer journey, I run this sponsorship to help me get back there. So for only $150, you get a sponsorship for my show. You get digital ads, and you help me get to New York. That is about a $800 to $900 value for $150. And part of that actually gets me to New York. So thank you for that. Every little bit helps. This is something that I have to foot on my own. So I appreciate everybody's help with that. So that's what we're doing. So I appreciate you guys. And also, let's see, what else am I forgetting? Oh, don't forget my book behind me, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. My follow-up book to that, Life Happens and Then You Choose, is in the works right now. That'll be coming out soon, later this fall or early winter for sure. And so look for that. And so so grateful and thankful to be able to do that, encourage you, inspire you to live a life of purpose, perspective, and a good mindset. Really get moving forward in a positive way. All right, that's what it's all about. Also, my 4 anthologies, they're all there. I know this is going to be hard for you to believe. At russhedge.com, you can get them all there, or you can go to Amazon or online booksellers and buy them there. The 4 anthologies were number 1 on Amazon. They are international bestsellers. And one of the anthologies, Perspectives on Cancer, is all about my cancer story. They'll have a little bit about that and things in my life, but my chapter in Perspectives on Cancer is solely about my cancer journey. So check that out and how God is good and has helped me through. So I'm thankful and blessed. All right. Last but not least, are you ready? We do our marketing tip of the day. Get myself all ready to go. This gets cut out, put on YouTube Shorts, like I said, also on social media. So you can actually just watch the marketing tip of the day again, or you can share it with your friends, or you can do both, which would be great. So, all right, you ready? All right, here you go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Help people grow if you want people to help your business grow. Okay, got that? Help people to grow if you want your business to grow. What does that mean? You know what? When you give and you care about other people, when you help them solve their problems, grow their business, encourage them, inspire them, move them in a positive direction, they in turn will reciprocate that connection, friendship, whether it's business or not, it's going to help you. And I tell you, your business will grow because of the way you treat others. So when you really, really want to move in a direction and want your business to grow, you need people. Like Zig Ziglar said, you grow the people, and then the people will grow your business, right? So you got to help people. Like John Maxwell says, I always say it, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Don't be a know-it-all. Don't be telling people all kinds of things. Listen to people, help them grow. Find ways you can help them through their journey. That will help them, and in turn, they will help your business grow. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right. There you go. That was another one. That is in honor of our wonderful guest, Jennifer Glass, today, who we are going to bring in right now and get this party started. Are you ready? Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Russ. Thank you so much for having me on the program. And that was an amazing tip of the day.
Well, you know what? You inspire me. So, I thought of that. I thought this is what Jennifer's all about. So I'm going to do my marketing tip on that today. And I am so thankful and blessed to have you here. Let's start off with just the basics. Who in the world is Jennifer Glass, and what are you up to?
That's a good question. Who am I? So first and foremost, I call myself a business growth architect. I work with business owners. I help them figure out exactly what it is that's going on in their business and figure out how we can really start getting even more opportunities. We know that way too often, too many of us are listening to multiple talking heads, and they're saying, do this, do this, do this, do that, do that. Ooh, look, squirrel. And by the time that we're finished with everything, we have absolutely no idea what the heck we're doing. We're just utterly exhausted. And so I come in and I help to demystify what it is that's actually going on. I help them really figure out, all right, here's a couple of things that we can be doing to make a difference in their business, to be driving more folks to know who they are and to wanting to ultimately work with them. Again, too many of us are just blown away with all the things out there. And that's what hurts way too many of us. So I try and help in that regard. And I am so loving every day that I get to help the people in the small business community.
Well, you've got such a great attitude. And first of all, you're exactly right. The talking heads, people are shoulding all over us. They are, you should do this, you should do that, you have to do this, you have to do that. I'm telling you, there's so many things that people are promoting that just don't work for your business, right? And so what I love about what you said there is you are finding out, you're listening to people and finding out what will really work for them. What are they doing currently? Where are their issues and their problems? How can you help them? And what works best for them? Because you know what? It's great to have people with great ideas. It really is. But then you got to make it your own, right?
You totally have to make it your own. You have to understand how you can assimilate the information into your own situation. Very often I buy programs or I go places just that I can glean at least one nugget. I'm asked very often, why are you here? Right? I mean, you know this stuff, because if I can have one nugget that I can implement, that I can assimilate, and I can share with others, it is going to have a dramatic domino effect, because as you get more help, you start helping other people, they start helping more people, and before you know it, I reach my goal of helping 10 million businesses by 2040.
Well, that's a great goal. I'm telling you. Well, and that's the thing too. We've got to be focused and intentional and have goals and purpose for what we're doing, right? Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are we trying to go this direction? Because maybe what we're doing is not heading us that direction. And maybe we really don't know why we're trying to do it, right? Maybe we're stumbling along because we haven't really defined intentionally what we're trying to accomplish. And I think that's so important. You get lost in the sea of goals and mission statements and all that, but at the same time, you got to know the direction you're heading, right?
If you don't know, like, think about a map, right? You have you are here space and you're trying to get to there. But if you don't know where you are here, then getting over there is an impossibility because you don't know if you have to go this way, you have to go this way, or you continue going straight or backwards. And so you really need to understand exactly where you are and how you can start figuring out where to go and all of that.
Yeah, no, you're right. Exactly. Well, that's a great analogy too, because some people like that. I have a friend, a really good friend, who is intentionally adventuring. So he's just kind of going with the flow, right? And if that's what you want to do in life, that's good if you don't have to run a business and make money. Because that is, I'm kind of the fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy. I'm a right brain creative guy, always been that way. But then I got married and had children and realized I had to be a little bit more focused and intentional and goal oriented if I was actually going somewhere. And so I think that's the whole thing. If you're really trying to get, if you're not trying to get anywhere, you'll easily do that by not trying. But if you're trying to get somewhere and if you're trying to build a business, you have to be able to get somewhere if you want to stay in business. So you got to have those goals. So people come to you, Jennifer, and besides your smiling face and your positive attitude, where do you start with them to encourage them and get them moving in the right direction? I don't want you to give all your secrets away, but I mean, give us just a little snippet of how you get them started and move them in the right direction.
Oh, absolutely. So there's a couple of things that I would certainly start asking. And one of those is trying to get an understanding of what it is somebody has been doing. Very often, one of the things that I find is that a lot of business owners, we're trying to figure out, how do I generate leads? In the small business market, lead generation is one of the absolute toughest things that any business owner does, whether you're a retail business, an online business, nonprofit business. Really doesn't matter. By the way, nonprofit is still a business. It's just a different tax status. For those of you that are thinking nonprofit is different. So that way we're at least on the same page here. Moving forward, though, when we look, though, at where we go, sometimes we'll look at, all right, are you reaching out to the people enough? Sometimes what I hear is people will reach out to maybe 3 times and then they say the person is absolutely not interested and they just write them off. Truth is, we know that it can take 5 to 8 times on a really, really warm list. It can take upwards of 100 times in cold traffic to get somebody to even want to talk to you. So if we're giving up after 2 or 3 times, we're nowhere near the end zone in terms of where we have to be. So that's one thing. Another thing is understanding you don't always have to be selling, right? People do not like it when you're always selling. So if you're going out there and you're saying, you got to buy from me, you got to buy this, you got to buy that, you got to buy what we got to buy. Guess what? People are going to tune you out faster than yesterday's doggy poop, right? They're not going to want to be doing anything with you. But if you start having that connection and you start saying, you know what, Russ, I saw this article in the news today and it got me thinking about you. Share that article. How difficult is that going to be? It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm not saying it's not, but lead generation is all about putting in the time to create the relationship so that you can get the win down the road, right? Johnny Appleseed was said that he went around planting all those apple seeds so that he can get all the apples. What are you doing in your own business? Are you planting the seeds or are you just trying to grab other people's apples?
That, oh my goodness, I love that. Can I write that down? Let's see. Are you trying to plant? That is a great one. Are you trying to plant a seed or grab everybody else's apples? You know, I was actually reading a book this morning about planting seeds in your life and how they grow. And a little seed can be such an enormous thing in your life and how you plant those seeds. And that is amazing. I love talking about lead generation too, because people, I think, look at it the wrong way. And I have a whole workshop on how to turn cold calling into making friends. And, you know, the whole thing is building relationships and connections like you and I are talking about, and not just diving on people, like you said, with all these things you got to buy and all these things got to do. People don't know you. They don't, how do you know what they want? They're like completely whatever, you know. Usually on those things, I say, thank you very much. not interested, and I move on, right? Because people that hit me with offers immediately on like LinkedIn or social media, I'm just very nice. Say thanks for connecting and not interested most of the time, because I think you don't even want to get to know me. You don't even want to connect with me. So how can I build relationship with you? So you got to be careful how you generate leads for your business and not make sure you overstep things, right?
Completely. I mean, I get those messages all the time. We can help you with lead generation. We'll do it for you. Really? Did you look at what I do? Do you have any clue of anything with that? I mean, when you get those kinds of pitches coming in, and those are the, forget the invites, those are just straight in-mails coming in. We'll do all of this for you. Thank you very much. Not interested. The people that come in later and they start looking like they're really trying to do something with you, and then you connect with them, especially on Facebook. I've learned really quickly to see what someone has as their profile picture or their header image. If somebody's got that 2 Comma Club, and nothing against Russell, I love Russell, but in terms of that information that's out there, if I see that as their picture, I'm going to be turning away, because I know that as soon as I accept that friend request, I'm going to be pitched.
Yeah, something you bring up there is so, so important, and that is people need to be thoughtful about what they're putting out. You need to put things out for how you want to put things out there, but I'm really big on being consistent with what your message is, being consistent with what your whole look is, colors, picture, whatever, right? Just be consistent, make it look good, and be consistent. You don't have to be a super professional to do that. But one thing I always, boy, I tell you, I get those all the time too, where they're hitting me, and then I look at what they're doing and I'm thinking, well, based on what I see you doing and the number of people that you're drawing individually, I'm not sure you could help me or anybody else because you don't seem to be helping yourself, And so I think a lot of times people need to think about those things. And I certainly want to encourage people to think about how you connect with people, because lead generation is important, but my goodness, get to know people. Don't just dive on people and make them feel it's like the guy coming to the door. It's like the car salesman that can't wait to jump on you the minute you get in the parking lot. And, just pushing. And you're like, whoa, 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 hang on here. So, all right. Such great information. You're so amazing. Tell me something fun. What is Jennifer up to? What are you doing? What's fun in your life right now? Is it sunny where you are? What's happening in life? Just something fun that you'd like to share.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's definitely sunny here at the moment, and it is going to be a crazy hot day. But you know what? It is a great day if we're on this side of the dirt, right? So any day that we are, that is, amazing. In terms of fun stuff, it is really looking forward to some time in the summer. We know that we need to ultimately connect back with our own and recharge our own batteries. So taking a little bit of time for me, stepping away so that we really can figure out exactly what's going on, and then continuing just to make a difference in people's lives, And Russ, I think you and I have certainly discussed it before, my dream of being president of the United States. And, I said by 2040 that I want to be able to help 10 million businesses. Because by 2040, I intend on being in the White House.
Yeah, well, I love that. I mean, you're very defined in what you're shooting for and all that. I love your part of the country, by the way, just to visit. I prefer to live where I live, but I will be coming your direction in the fall, helping out and doing a little bit of speaking and producing at the Perspectives on Cancer conference in New York. Was there last year speaking, and so looking forward to that. I always love to be in New York. How are you in the Manhattan area?
I am right over the river on the Jersey side.
On the Jersey side.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm flying into Newark, so I'll be flying in on the Jersey side. And
yeah.
we're going a little north this year. Last year we were right in the heart of Manhattan, which was fun. I was just a couple blocks off Times Square, so that was fun. But love going to New York, taking my family there several times, and it's a great place to go. And next time I have time and I'm in that area, I'll have to look you up. We'll grab coffee.
Absolutely. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Well, listen. Okay. So final words. I want you to tell everybody what your gold nugget is of today, what you really want them to remember from our conversation, and let everybody know how they get in touch with you. What's your best contact information?
Thank you. So, in terms of final thought, you definitely, we spoke about a couple of things today. One of the things that you do need to do is you do need to make a plan and stick to it and take action. Too many of us, we sit there, we write a whole bunch of stuff down. We think we're going to do something, maybe some point later. And then before you know it, life happens and we don't do anything. If we don't take action, you cannot change anything. That which can be measured can be improved, right? Think about what you're doing, measure what it is that you're doing, and how you can be going from there. If you're not doing that, there's going to be a massive problem. The other thing is also what I want to do is, if it's okay, and I'll drop a link in the comments, after we finish, but I want to gift everybody here my joint venture guide. It is completely free for you to get. You'll just go to the link in the comment after the show, find that link, download the guide, and take advantage. It is full of ways that you can create and nurture your joint ventures so that you can really start getting even more lead generation opportunities coming into you. And that is going to be the best way to reach out to me as well, because once you're there, you'll get an email with the guide, and then just respond back if you want to have a chat.
Perfect. That would be so great if you put that in the comments. That would be amazing. And we also have your other contact information. LinkedIn's been scrolling below you, and here's other information for you. And so people, I encourage you to use Jennifer's link. She's going to put in there, connect with her today. And I'm telling you, she can help your business. So Jennifer, again, what an amazing conversation. I appreciate you being here today. I'm going to say goodbye on screen, but I would love it if you'd hang tight in the green room. I'll be right there when the show wraps up.
Thank you so much, Russ.
All right. We'll see you in a little bit. There we go. If I can actually hit the button, we'll be good. All right, everybody, listen. Jennifer's information is all right here. It's been in the comments, it's in the show notes, and you got to reach out to her today. She's going to be putting that link in the comments. Would love for you to connect with her. Also, please reach out and connect with me at russedge.com. Please reach out, because I want to connect with you if we haven't already. And if we have, I'd love to reconnect and make sure we're saying I'm a lifetime connector. Anybody that connects with me knows that. You're stuck with me as your friend if you've connected with me. So I'm always here. But as we grow and we have lots of connections, sometimes it's hard. So reach out. Would love for you to do that. Love for you to reconnect. Also, don't forget to please subscribe to our YouTube. Go to marketingwithruss.live today. Would love for you to do that. Also, I'm going to say it to you one more time because I just appreciate you all so much. First of all, thank you to our sponsors, 10D Tech. Let me take this off the screen. There we go. 10D Tech, State Farm, Suzanne Bodlovic, Shortstops, Burger Shakes and Fries in Albany, Oregon, and the Hounds of Business community. Appreciate all of them. And I also want to tell you that we're listener supported. So why does that mean anything? Well, it helps us with production and continuing to do this show and the other shows that I do. For those people that don't know, we do 6 live streams a week. So it is a busy, busy schedule. Takes a lot to put them together, get all the guests, put the production and all the videos and all the things together. So would appreciate that. Any amount is great there, but I have the New York sponsorship that you can sign up for that would really help me. And you get way more value. First of all, you get a lot of extra value no matter what you do. But this sponsorship, only $150, gets you a live stream sponsorship on one of my episodes and digital ads on social media. And you get great exposure, probably an $800 to $900 value, right in that range. So do it today, but it also helps me. A little bit of that goes towards my trip getting me to New York. And, my whole cancer journey has been quite a journey. and I love to be able to encourage, inspire others. So I'd appreciate your help if you're able to do that. Any amount is fine, though. Some people say, well, I just want to give this much to the trip. That's fine. Whatever you'd like to do, or to the shows, that's fine too. So thank you so much for being a blessing. And I just appreciate you all. There are so many people still saying amazing things here. And so I want to, let's see here. Yes. Yolanda, 1,000 thanks to you. Hashtag 1,000 thanks. I love everybody. We are so thankful for all of you here. Thank you, Leanna. Oh, Yolanda's now jumped to YouTube as well. Thank you. Making sure she's all signed up. That's good. All right. All right. And here's the listener-supported information again. Great. So I'm going to wrap that up. Just tell you, I'm so thankful that you're all here today. Jennifer is an amazing person. You got to connect with her today. And my co-host would like... Yeah, it's so amazing. Have an amazing week. We'll be here again on Thursday. Don't forget, we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your listening and viewing pleasure. Love you all. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.